I don't want to come across as heartless. You guys know I'm not heartless, right? But why was he crying? Hello people, and welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is doing okay and everyone is doing well. Another day, another Love Island review, and we are tearing singlets. Okay, we are tearing singlets tonight. As I usually and I always say, number one, if you haven't yet subscribed, what exactly are you doing? Be sure to subscribe and join the family. Number two, be sure to follow me on my Instagram and also on my Twitter. Guys, I'll be making tweets during Love Island, okay? And I think I'm a bit funny. I'm just saying. So yeah, be sure to follow me on Instagram and also on Twitter at SarahDestinyX. And number three, please get cozy and comfy before I've been at your snacks. And let's get into this review. Okie dokie, so let's start off with Josh and Danica having a chat. I have already let you guys know what I think of Josh. I don't know if I think he's as interested in Danica as she thinks he is. Of course, Danica's the only single, like really single. They're all single, you think about it. No one's in an official couple, but she's the really single one out of the OG girls. Like, she doesn't have any ties to anyone in the old villa. So I do feel like Danica is 100% his ticket to get into the main villa. Not saying that I don't think he's genuine, but I can't put my finger on it. There's something about Josh. I don't know. I definitely don't know. Let's move on to Tasha. Tasha ended up pulling Danica for a chat and letting her know that, of course, her and Billie kissed and that she did really like it. I do, and I have said this in yesterday's review as well and the review before that, I do feel like Billie does bring out a side to Tasha that Andrew doesn't. And as much as you guys know, I'm not really necessarily for Tasha like that. I can tolerate her when she's with Billie rather than when she's with Andrew. So nice to know that she is, of course, speaking to other people in the villa about it and letting them know that, yeah, me and Billie kissed and I actually did like it. So let's go back to the main villa. By the way, the main villa, we are tearing their singlet the most, okay, in today's review, because I don't know what these guys are playing at. So, of course, Molly and Jacques were having a conversation. You guys already know how I feel about Molly. Veneers are strong, honey. I need to stop. I actually need to stop, but no, them veneers are strong. Anyway, Molly and Jacques were flirting. I said it yesterday, I'm going to say it again. After God, you need to fear men. Some men, okay? Some men are decent. There are some decent guys out there, but some other guys there are ruining it for the good ones, okay? Jacques and Molly were, of course, having a little bit of a flirt situ. I'm letting her know, of course, like, oh, do you want to jump in my bed and blah, blah, blah. He did... Oh, sorry, there's a hair in my face. Yeah, okay, yeah. He did also let her know that, of course, because you guys do remember in yesterday's episode, Jacques was not only speaking to Molly, but also speaking to Cheyenne, or thought that Cheyenne was quite interesting to speak to and also get to know as well. So they were having a conversation about that. Jacques doesn't give for me, okay? You guys know this. Jacques does not give for me. I did tweet this and I'm going to say it again. On top of him being short, he looks like he bites people, in my personal opinion. Jacques personally just doesn't give. I don't feel like he has game. Very interesting how he's moving like this, and we're going to see how he's moving as the episode goes on. But Paige seems to be on your mind, but you decide, oh, you know what, I'm going to act like a harlot. Even though a harlot is extreme, but yeah. Anyway, Jacques is acting very funny, and we're also going to get into that as the review goes on as well. So let's move back to Andrew and Coco. They were having a conversation. My views still 100% stand. I do not think that Andrew and Coco suit. Something about Coco also that I cannot put my finger on. I feel like she is... Maybe she sees Andrew as an easy... They don't suit. Am I the only one who... They don't suit. They actually don't suit. When they come on the screen together, I'm just like... You guys do know that he was already having second thoughts about Tasha and almost understanding that, am I a mug, or do people also think that I'm being taken for a mug? So yeah, I just don't feel like Andrew really has it in him to be about that life, and we're also going to go into that later on, because you guys know he was definitely shedding a little 1-2 tear as the episode was going on. People are texting me. He's put my phone on flight mode. Guys, I'm filming. Okay, so let's move on to Jacques speaking with Cheyenne. So of course, she ended up speaking to him about, oh, the conversation that you had with Molly, like what exactly is going on, where exactly is your head. Jacques is a walking red flag. Okay, he did say, oh, you know, I'm trouble enough, and I just feel like with Molly, you know, she just is as fiery as B, like maybe we're gonna clash. For someone to come to tell you that I'm trouble, it's a red flag. Or be packing your bag and also be going. But anyway, they were having a conversation. She did advise him to have a chat with Molly. So of course, you've just spoken to Molly, now you're speaking to me, you're letting me know that you want to crack on with me, but you should 100% have a conversation with Molly about this as well. Yeah, Personally, I'm just not really here for Jacques at the moment, and I'm not here for any of the guys with the way they've been moving. Apart from Jay's been moving okay. Davide's been moving somewhat okay. He did their focus Molly. Luca, we don't really rate Luca as much as he's trying to do loyalty. You're not winning Love Island, baby. You're not winning Love Island. But this whole test to see if things are real, it just doesn't give for me, and that is 100% the foundation that Jacques is trying to stand on. And it's not given for me. I don't know if it's given for you, let me know, but it's not given for me personally. Let's move on to Jacques and Luca speaking. So basically he decided to inform the guys and walked over to the other guys to basically say, oh yeah, he's on a mission, he's definitely gonna go and speak to Molly, basically slag her off, and then go and, oh look at me, slag her off, you know, that is not my lingo, Love Island influence, but he's going to slag her off, and then he's going to take Cheyenne to the terrace for a kiss. Dami, if he knows what's good for him, he will hold his lips, okay? He will actually hold his lips at this position at this point in time, because Dami was like, oh, if you're bad, like, you will do. And I'm just thinking, Dami, you don't know. You are not the public's fave at the moment. You'll be coming back to Ireland very soon. Anywho, he ended up taking Molly for a chat, and of course just letting her know that, oh yeah, basically it's not that, I don't want to get to know you like that, Cheyenne is who I'm very much interested in. Molly was very confused because of course we literally just spoke 5 minutes ago and you told me you wanted to kiss me, you wanted me to get in your bed, do bits, blah blah blah, and all of a sudden it's Cheyenne that's on your mind. So like I did say, I do think Jacques is a walking red flag, and you need to run away from men like that, okay? Because they are authors of nothing but confusion. Thank you very much. So let's move on to Jacques. Of course now, this combo with Jacques and Molly, and I'm actually just deep in how many valuable minutes they wasted on this episode. Anyway, Jacques ended up pulling Cheyenne, sorry, for a chat on the terrace and updated her on him and Molly's conversation. He did mention something, I did write it down. What did he say? He said, yeah, if she's sticking it on me, I wonder how many other guys she's sticking it on with. Jacques, how can you say that when there's potentially 3 girls in your bubble right now that you're literally just using for batty and bench, just throwing them around? Like, this is what I mean. I honestly do feel that Jacques is a walking red flag. He gives me very off vibes. But anyway, they were obviously having a conversation. Shannon was very happy about it, and they also ended up sharing a kiss. It's like Paige can cry blood if she was to see these scenes. It's a shame Love Island have not brought, and they're not going to, as we know, but they didn't bring that postcard edit or movie night, because that's what they should have done. Anyway, that is that. So let's move on to Jacques, Luca and Dami now going for a chat about the kiss. He was saying that he wasn't really thinking about Paige before, but now he is. Very strange. You weren't thinking about Paige when you were kissing another girl, but all of a sudden Paige seems to be on your mind. But of course the guys are also egging him on as well, and this is something that the guys have been doing since Castlemore have started. It's like none of them have a decent brain cell in their head, given very much jelly brain, because I don't really understand why you guys think the only reason for you to be able to act the way you want to act like this, the only reason that makes it valid and valuable is because you want to put a girl through a test, a girl that cannot see you in the test stall, and a girl that you cannot also see in a test. It's not really given, and it's not making any sense whatsoever. Anyway, let's move on to the night time. Everyone getting ready for bed. Jacques and Dami made a pact that if one of them kissed under the bed, the other would as well. Dami's on our list anyway. Like I said, guys, cross in Dami and Damaya out of your head, okay? It's not happening, it's not given, and it is not going to progress, because Indiyah defo deserves someone much better. I know you guys picked up on Dami, China and Summer having a 3-way kiss. I'm sure it's crap, okay? I'm actually sure it's crap, because what is all of this behaviours? I don't understand. So let's move on to the nighttime. Just a few things that I will flag up. Of course, Jacques and Cheyenne kissing in bed, Summer and Dami kissing, Andrea and Coco kissing, Ekin-su and George, okay? Because I was a bit confused when I saw that night scene. So Ekin-su and George were of course in the bed. There was a bit of fiddling around, and all of a sudden, I think Ekin-su put her leg over the cover and said something along the lines of, oh, I'm just hot, and yeah, we're just friends. So I'm just thinking, what exactly is going on? So the following morning, we were able to find out what exactly was going on, because George, chatty patty, instantly sat with the boys. Oh yeah, like me and Ekin-su, yeah, there was a bit of touchy last night, you know, like things got very heated between us, like I'm just thinking, wait, Ekin-su, why now, sis? Why now? We're gonna get into that later on, because we do know that they end up having a conversation. So let's go back to the main villa. The boys, of course, having their morning gisting session and just updating one another on what exactly has gone on, and also where their minds are at as well. Dami was saying that he had a few kisses in bed with Summer, and apparently when you're in bed with someone, things are more intense. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know, but I guess I get that. because obviously if we're just in the villa and we're sitting on a daybed, or we're actually just maybe cooking or something, things aren't intense. But when you're in bed, maybe you're cozy, I don't know. But Dami, we already know he's been moving very mad with someone anyway. Jacques, of course, is letting them know that him and Cheyenne were also having a kiss. Dami once again making another random comment, oh, we're already in trouble. So almost like, we're already in trouble, so you might as well just go all out, have your fun, and then become serious when you decide to become serious. Davide was also letting us know that he isn't going to push things with the Casa Amor girls. I did already predict this. I do think him and Ekin-su are going to get back together. So Ekin-su, that little handsy that she was doing the night before, doesn't make sense. We're going to get into that combo very soon. And Andrew, of course, said that he is very much interested in still getting to know Coco. So let's move back to Casa Amor. Of course, Ekin-su was speaking to George about the night. It was giving, I became a city girl again. Okay, like I fell back into my city girl roots, but I'm trying to make things right with Davide. Don't ruin this, okay? Don't ruin this for me. So Ekin-su ended up having a conversation with George, and she basically was just like, yeah, I just wanted to speak to you because, of course, things were very, very, very heated yesterday, but I just don't want you to look into it like we're just friends, And I think George was low-key trying to be like, oh, how can we be just friends if we done that? Because he was like, oh, you do already know how I feel about you. But Ekin-su's not swaying, okay? She's definitely trying to get back in Davide's good books, and she will take anybody out that tries to come in her way. So yeah, I was definitely laughing at that because it was low-key giving city girls down. I'm trying to become Mary Magdalene again. Don't try and ruin my market for me. So let's move back to the main villa. Of course, Davide and Jay were having a conversation. Jay was saying that he defo has a connection with Ekin-su, as in Davide has a connection with Ekin-su, and he shouldn't allow pride or spite. I think, did I say Sprite? I think I want a Sprite. Anyway, he shouldn't allow pride or spite to get in the way on that. Davide did also say in his confessionals that Ekin-su is very much on his mind. So yes, I do think that they are going to recouple back together. And I actually do think that if they do, Davide and Ekin-su 100% have it in them to win Love Island. Even if they don't win Love Island, maybe Luca and Gemma might, unfortunately. And that's only because an agenda's being pushed, because I don't think they should win this year. But I wouldn't be mad at Davide and Ekin-su rekindling and also winning Love Island altogether. So let's move on to Jacques and Cheyenne talking in the pool. Or were they talking? Were they talking? Did you watch that scene? I'm not really going to relay what took place, okay? Some things were changing shape. Let's just say that. And it just made me think once again, you know, it's crack. Do you get what I mean? Like, Jacques, you're embarrassing. You're actually embarrassing. And Paige, if only she could see this, Paige will actually cry blood. So yeah, if you saw that, you saw it, and if you didn't, you can definitely go and watch it on ITV2 on demand. Thank you very much. So let's move back to Casa Amor. Indiyah and Tanika were having a conversation. Indiyah, of course, weighing up her pros and cons between Dami and Deji. As you know, Casa Amor doesn't run for too long, and time is 100% running out. So the whole situation is definitely playing on her mind. You guys already know that there was a little bit of a scandal with Deji over the week. Not even over the weekend. Was it not yesterday? Apparently, he did have a girlfriend 1 weekend to enter in Casa Amor. Apparently, he's into Oyinbo girls. Just a lot of apparently, allegedly, okay? Allegedly. I just really want, I don't know, I just feel like Indiyah 100% is one of my faves in the villa this year. Out of the girls, her and Ekin-su, definitely my faves. And I just don't feel like she's been dealt the best cards, if I'm going to be honest. Not only is Dami doing up summer, spring, winter in villa, she's dealt with Deji, who we don't even know is genuine. We actually don't know. Someone who thinks that Tokyo is a country. Very interesting. So let's move back to the main villa. Of course, Andrew and Jacques were having a conversation. And then Andrew started crying because he's stressed about the whole situation. I don't want to come across as heartless. You guys know I'm not heartless, right? But why was he crying? And this is just, I'm not heartless, okay? We're humans, okay? Humans have feelings, humans have emotions. But where did this, like, when did this train hit you that, oh, maybe I think I still want Tasha, or I just really like this girl so much? Because you've been lip-sync Coco for the past 3 days, day and night, okay? Hour, minute, second, you and Coco have just been lip-sync. So number one, very interesting, because if you did really like Tasha, I don't feel like you should have fallen into the trap of trying to be a bad man to try and prove a point. But second of all, I just didn't, it sounds really bad, but I didn't like flinch when he started crying. I'm not a bad person, guys. You guys know I'm not a bad person, but 1 + 1 is not equaling 2 right now. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's move back to Casa Amor. Of course, Deji and Indiyah were having a conversation, and she did let him know, of course, like, I'm not anyone's girlfriend, so I'm not really tied to anyone in the real world. I'll be dating, you know, Indiyah, I'll be dating different guys, and they wouldn't even know. Okay, honey. I know that's right. But no, it's honestly true. Like, there are some people in the real world that just date one person, but there's also some people in the real world that date multiple people. And that's what dating is about at the end of the day. It's about making sure that you're finding someone who is better suited for you and not necessarily putting all your eggs in one basket. So I do understand where Indiyah is coming from, but like I did say, with the scandal that's going on with Deji, I don't know, and with the way Dami is also moving in the main villa, I don't know as well. So I just really wish that she was dealt better cards when it came to the choice of men that she's had to deal with. Or I wish Dami behaved himself, but he didn't. He actually didn't, so we have to let that one go. So let's move back to the villa and also Casa. Of course, they ended up getting a text that there was going to be a recoupling in which the guys or the girls were going to be able to choose if they want to stay with their OG couple or if they want to recouple one of the Castle Moore girls. Paige was very excited. I wouldn't be this excited to go back to a walking red flag, if I'm going to be very honest with you. I do think Jacques is quite manipulative. You guys need to remember, Jacques is the one that took her to that staircase and was like, oh, I was just scared to open up to you. Why did you open up if you knew you were still going to act this trash? Does that make any sense? It's not really given. So Paige doing the whole dancing, I'm just saying, I was thinking, that's a bit awkward, okay? But the girls were very excited, but also quite nervous about everything, especially like Tasha, what exactly she's going to do, Indiyah as well, what exactly she's going to do. If you go on to the guys were very confused and also very stressed. They also did say that it was going to definitely, sorry guys, I'm slurring my words again, but it was definitely going to be a night full of surprises, so we definitely know that. And last but not least, Laura comes in at what time? 9:58, which means Love Island are back to doing these smelly cliffhangers. 9:58, babe, you're late. Okay, you're actually late. You should have been here a good 15-20 minutes ago. But I did already know we weren't going to get the recoupling today for the Castle Moore and the Villa people. I just knew it wasn't. You guys should know Love Island. They love cliffhangers. They love keeping us on our feet. And that, of course, gets us ready and excited to watch the next episode. But anyway, Laura ended up coming in. Outfit was very interesting. Them heels, that dress, the combo. Okay? But she ended up coming in and she was just like, hi guys, are you guys ready? So as you guys know, in tomorrow's episode, we are definitely going to get the recoupling. My predictions are Dami and Ekin-su are going to recouple again together. Gemma and Luke are also going to be reunited. I have a feeling Indiyah is actually going to bring Deji back. And who else was I going to say? Of course, Jay is going to recouple with China. Jacques. I don't know if Jacques is going to recouple with Cheyenne. Or Jacques is going to couple with Cheyenne and Paige is going to be heartbroken. And then Andrew is not going to couple up with Coco. I think the crying today kind of showed us that he is very much still interested in Tasha. But I do think Tasha is going to come back with Billie. So yeah, it should be very interesting. But yeah, please do let me know what you guys did actually think of that episode down below. Also let me know your Castle Moore predictions and your recoupling predictions as well. As always, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. If you haven't yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please be sure to subscribe. But nonetheless, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. Please take care, stay blessed, and I shall see you tomorrow.